you're cool, you've got a great look, a great voice, and I mean, you've got to realise that people in the record industry try and find exactly what you are. What a find.
Hi, I'm Tam Wrigley and you're watching Istyle TV. So we're talking with Jana. She has just been appointed Kaya's new stylist. How is it rebranding, re-imaging a person? How did you come up with Kaya's look?
So Kaya and I have been working quite closely together in developing her new look. We've drawn inspiration from high fashion and brought it down to a more grassroots level and added more youthful and eccentric elements to create something that will keep giving.
Started when she was 10 years old. I was a vocal coach at a talent company in Sydney's northwest, and in walked this shy 10-year-old with 2 left feet. When she opened her mouth to actually sing, I knew I had an exceptional talent on my hands, and from that point on, it was a process of working out the direction of where she wanted to go.
So we all saw her. She graced our screens in 2011 in X Factor as a young 14, 15-year-old punk rocker. Now she's coming out as Kaya and revamped. What are you loving about this transition?
Oh, the sheer evolution has been amazing. She came into X Factor as a punk rock chick, you know, an Avril Lavigne idolising, and then it was again her creativity, her own sense of creativity, has then pushed her into actually exploring new avenues, and then out came Kaya, and this is just next step in her development. She's always been very mature for her age.
So, top tips for dressing for your body type. I tend to avoid the rules of fashion, so to speak, because I really believe that what works for one person may not work for another. So I think if you stay true to what you feel comfortable in, when you're comfortable, you're confident, and when you're confident, people see that, and that's very attractive.
So it's always a little scary, I guess, reinventing, restyling yourself and coming out as a totally different person. Tell us a little bit how you feel about that.
I was super excited because it's what I wanted to do, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's what will work or what your fans want or even what the people around you believe in. So, you know, when you've had people sold on Christina Parie and she had fringe and purple hair and super punk, I'm like, well, skull dresses and was super rock and roll, and then go, okay, I've grown up now, I'm totally on board, but how do you, it's scary saying, okay, now I need to get the people that believed in me back then to now believe in me again. It's selling a new product, and that's scary because it's like, you will always, if it doesn't work, should I stay with Christina Parie? I don't know, but if I did, then it just wouldn't be true, and I think that would fall through eventually anyway. So no, it's scary, but I'm pumped because it's super more involved in fashion, and it's super more involved about concepts and really thinking and developing and coming up with ideas. Like, I'm always back and forth with my stylist, makeup artist, like just going back and forward on what about this, or let's try that, and it's more of a process now, whereas before it was just, I don't care. I'm just gonna tease my hair, come up to it, chuck me in anything.
And so, where did the name Kaya come from?
The name Kaya, it came from, it's influenced from my grandmother because I'm Greek. So my dad's side of the family, I'm really close to her because she passed about a week before I was born, and I've always kind of felt, I'm not into mediums and things, but I've always kind of just felt connected to her because our personalities, I've been told, are very similar. She liked to sing, she was very outgoing. And she comes from a town called Karias outside of Sparta. And I was like, you know, if I'm going to rename myself, it's going to be at least relevant to me. And so I broke down Karias and K-Y-A. And so that's how it came together, and it's just kind of a little tribute to my grandma.
My own personal style mantra tends to focus around a lot of comfort wear, so jeans and t-shirts during the day. When I go out at night, I like to jazz things up a bit though, so I try and add texture to all of my outfits, and I think jewellery's the perfect way to make an average outfit look incredible.
So I'm here today with Dave Simons from Oxygen Music. He's going to chat to us about Kaya and her transformation. So tell us a little bit of history with Kaya and yourself.
Look, I met Kaya about 3.5 years ago as Christina Parie of X Factor. I headhunted her off the back of the show. I saw her on the TV show and said, I want to work with that girl. Christina is definitely a very adamant young punk girl who loved her rock and roll, loved her guitars and loud drums. Now Kaya is a much more mature artist. There's something really special about her, and I think over the past few years she has found herself and found the artist that she was meant to be. Transitioning, she toured all over the world, worked with some of the biggest songwriters and producers all over the world, and developed this sound which is unique, which was her vision. There was no one kind of saying, this is what you need to be. She went and developed this whole model by herself. Kaya is, I guess, an artist who has discovered herself and discovered who she wants to be. So Kaya was her vision, and she's spent the last few years developing this vision for this artist that she wanted to be, and we've now helped her establish that.
And what can we expect to see in 2015 come from Kaya?
Big things. I think 2015 is certainly going to be the year of Kaya.
Oh, you'll die. Hang on. She's crying. I'm just going to wipe the water from my eyes. All right.